What will people think? Whenever you do this for the first time, a lot of clients are going from not very much hair at all and a balding look to more of a full head of hair. Even though we don't like to, give you too much hair, we want it to look extremely natural. It's still a lot more hair than people are used to seeing you have.
Well, honestly, people are going to think what they're going to think. And there's a gambit of different situations. If you got the slick Dr. Phil look, there's no way you're going to be able to hide that, okay? No matter how we transition into it, you're not going to be able to hide that. But again, who cares? It's going to look so great, you'll get nothing but compliments. And people forget quickly. If you are that person, the second time they even really see you, they forget quickly. They forgot what you looked like before until they see an old picture or something. But most of the time, if you do it right, you start to lose your hair, and you go ahead and get this process done, then nobody will know. I remember I was receding when I first did it, and I was thinning, and when I had the method done, I'm a bowler. So I went to bowling league, and I was a little bit nervous, and I'm typically not nervous about these things, but like I said, I couldn't stand if somebody were to notice it on their own, but I can tell anybody, I can tell people all they want. We got this loud guy on the bowling league. His name was Richard. God rest his soul. He came to me and he looked at me when I walked into the bowling alley, and he laughed at me and he pointed at me. And his wife's name was Margaret. She came up. She said, "Look," she said, "Randy colored his hair." Or I'm sorry, Richard said, Randy colored his hair. And I thought he was going to say, because he knows what we do. But even knowing what we do, he didn't know I added hair. He thought I colored my hair. So I mean, I couldn't be happier with it. And as far as what people think, most of the time you can get around that. You can, sometimes we've had people grow like a goatee and take their hat off, and then when it's time to get their hair, they have the process. They shave the goatee, and somebody will say, "Well, there's something different about you. I shaved." Or they'll notice it. They'll just say, "Wow, you shaved your goatee." So there's different ways to do it. It's always better to get in before anyone will notice, and then no one will ever know. But to me, as far as what people think, everyone's different. Some people will bother a little bit more than others, but all I can say is people forget real quick, even if they do know. So
really, there's no worries. We really haven't seen any problems with this. I mean, when you look as natural as you're going to look, people respond in a really good way. So I think it can only be a very positive experience for everyone.